Welcome back to the channel, dear friends. It is always a true joy to meet you here, where we dive deep beyond surface understanding and touch the living heart of spiritual teachings. Whether this is your first time joining or you have been walking this journey with us for a long time, I welcome you with an open and grateful heart. Today we explore a topic that is both simple and revolutionary. Why did the Buddha give only 2 words to a disciple, and yet those 2 words were enough for enlightenment? What does this teach us about the way we often complicate practice with quantity and depth, thinking more is better? In our world today, spirituality has often been turned into a pursuit of accumulation. How many sutras can you chant? How many mantras can you recite? How many retreats have you attended? How profound are your insights? But the Buddha's direct teaching cuts through all of this. It reveals that real awakening is not about quantity. It is not about stacking up experiences. It is about hitting the core, about recognizing truth directly, beyond all concepts. So let's begin with the story that sparks today's exploration. One day, a disciple approached the Buddha, burdened with confusion. Despite years of study, despite extensive practice, he felt no closer to liberation. He begged the Buddha for a teaching that could truly guide him. The Buddha, seeing the ripeness of his mind, simply said 2 words, "Let go." And in that moment, the disciple awakened. 2 words, not a sermon, not a scripture, not a complex philosophy. Just let go. This story often baffles the modern mind. How could so little produce so much? But to understand, we must recognize awakening is not an accumulation. It is a release. Let's break this down. First, what does it mean to let go? At the deepest level, it means releasing the grasping at all phenomena, physical, emotional, mental, even spiritual. It means no longer clinging to the body as me, to feelings as mine, to thoughts as a truth. It means seeing that everything rising is transient, empty of a fixed self, and thus not worthy of attachment. We often think that spiritual practice is about gaining something, more peace, more wisdom, more enlightenment. But in truth, it is about losing illusions, losing identification, losing the chains of craving and aversion that bind us to suffering. The Buddha's 2 words, let go, are like a sword cutting through the tangled jungle of conceptual mind. Now let's look at why so many of us, despite sincere effort, find it difficult to awaken. One reason is that we substitute quantity for quality. We think that if we chant longer, sit longer, study more, we will surely arrive. But the mind doing these things is often the same mind that clings, that seeks, that judges. If we are chanting with the mind of greed, meditating with the mind of pride, studying with the mind of comparison, then the practices, however noble, are still reinforcing the ego. True practice is not what you do, it's how you do it. A single bow, done with complete surrender, can be more transformative than 1,000 chants done mechanically. A single breath, fully inhabited with awareness, can open more space than hours of distracted meditation. One moment of true letting go can undo lifetimes of attachment. This is not to say that long practice has no value. It can prepare the ground, it can ripen the mind. But without the key of letting go, even the most intense practice can become another trap. So what are we holding on to? We hold on to our stories. I am someone who has suffered. I am someone who must succeed. I am spiritual. I am unworthy. Each story reinforces a self-image. Each story tightens the knot. We hold on to our preferences. I like this. I hate that. This experience is good. That experience is bad. Preferences are natural, but attachment to them binds the mind. We hold on to our achievements, even spiritual ones. I have attained this level. I have had these insights. But clinging to past experiences blocks fresh seeing. We even hold on to our suffering, identifying with our wounds, believing they define us. Letting go is not indifference. It is not apathy. It is radical freedom. It is meeting life fully, intimately, without grabbing, without pushing away. When we let go, we don't stop feeling. We feel more. We feel joy without needing it to stay. We feel pain without needing it to end. We experience everything in its fullness, and then allow it to pass. There is a beautiful analogy in the Zen tradition. The hand that graspes cannot perceive. Only the open hand can be filled. When you grasp at life, you close yourself off. When you let go, you open to the vastness of being. And here's another paradox. Letting go is not something you can force. It's not a willful act, it's a recognition. When you see clearly that holding on causes suffering, and that everything is transient, letting go happens naturally. It's like dropping a hot coal once you realize it's burning you. This recognition often comes in stages. First, intellectual understanding. You hear the teachings, you grasp the concept. Second, emotional struggle. You try to let go, but find yourself grabbing again and again. Third, deep insight. One day, not through effort, but through grace or clarity, you see, you really see. And in that seeing, the hand relaxes. So how do we practice in a way that invites this letting go? Start by watching. Notice what you cling to. Notice the contraction in your mind and body when you insist, when you resist, when you grasp. Then, gently inquire, is this worth holding on to? Does this lead to peace or suffering? Bring compassion to yourself. Don't judge the clinging. See it, understand it, smile at it, and little by little, it will loosen. Anchor yourself in present awareness. The mind clings to past and future. The present moment, experienced fully, has no hooks. Cultivate gratitude. When you appreciate what is, you stop needing it to be different. Gratitude loosens the grip of craving. And finally, trust. Trust that you are held, that you are enough, that you don't need to control every outcome to be safe, to be whole, to be loved. In this trust, letting go becomes not a loss but a liberation. And one day, perhaps when you least expect it, you will find yourself sitting quietly, breathing gently, and a wave of realization will pass through you. There is nothing to attain. There is nothing to defend. There is only this, and it is enough. This is the freedom the Buddha pointed to with two simple words. Let go. Thank you for sharing in this profound reflection with me today. If this message touched your heart, please share your thoughts in the comments. What are you learning to let go of? What have you discovered on your journey of release? If you found value in this video, please like, subscribe, and share it with others who may be ready to hear this truth. Thank you for watching this video. May your path be light, your mind be clear, and your heart be wide enough to hold the whole world and still be free.